The chase ends in a creek bed. Coweta County Sheriff's deputies say it started with an... The chase ends in a creek bed. Coweta County Sheriff's deputies say it started with an attempted break-in.
When deputies arrived to investigate, they found a big clue to the burglar's identity. Fox 5's Doug Evans has a look at how they tracked him down and how the chase ended that led to his capture.
County deputies make 4 arrests in an armed robbery and home invasion at an apartment complex on Lower Fayetteville Road. We're told at least one of the suspects was armed when the group broke into the home last night and demanded money from the people inside. Deputies say a 3-year-old child was also in that home. Authorities say the group made off with about $400 in cash. Investigators later saw the car on Highway 154 and arrested all those men.
Separating the truth from the lies. Coming at you from underneath the Noonan, Georgia, heavily chemtrailed sky. You're about to receive a dose of the shock treatment. Well, what can I say? Should we be playing taps? I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, I've done this video. I've done the many videos for Doug Jordan. And did my part to get the word out, you know, for Doug Jordan, because he's self-financed. I told you that, Coweta County, that he was self-financed. That's why you don't see a lot of signs out. That and there should tell you right there, in and of itself, that he's the right one for the job. I mean, he wasn't taking donations. He said, I won't take any donations. I don't want to be holding to anybody, all right? So that's that was his position. And can you say that for the other ones? And I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, who's financed all those posters, all those signs all over the county? Apparently, the county voted on the number because they saw signs. Signs everywhere. There were signs, except Doug Jordan's. He had a very limited. And I told you guys that. You know, you didn't just let me down. I mean, this is going to affect my neighborhood because we've been asking for some police presence for quite some time and haven't gotten any. And under whose watch was that? The one you voted for? Huh? The one you voted for, put in office, right? Until next year, November 2020. It's unbelievable, man. So, you know, it's more of the same. So, congratulations, Coweta County. Congratulations. Even now, I got suspicious cars going up and down. The same ones, different ones. It's just weird, man. It's a dead-end street, 50 homes, constant freaking traffic, and you know, repeat offenders. I see a certain blue car that goes up, leaves every 2 hours. I see patterns. I see what happens because I got to walk the dog. She's, you know, old and walk her a lot. And I see what's going on. So when I see something changing in the neighborhood and ask for help for some police presence and I don't get any, why would I vote for that person? But you guys did. Yo, yeah, I heard the reasons why. Well, he asked me, and you know, we've been friends, and you know, he asked me first before I ever heard of Doug Jordan, and because I promised him I'm going to have to cast my vote for him. Never mind the fact that Doug is the right choice for the county. That's what we're getting. We're getting well, he goes to my church. Look at all the good stuff that Doug stands for. While I get on to you, Coweta County, those of you who didn't vote for Doug Jordan. Well, you know, he goes to my church. He just seems like a nice guy. I'm going to vote for him. Well, golly, thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you kindly. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? But that's where we're at. The same old Coweta County. Vote for the good old boy. Vote for the old blood in. Keep the old blood in. You know, you don't want to change. They're not serious. Those of you who didn't vote for Doug Jordan, you're not serious about cleaning up this county. You're not serious. You're still voting on emotion. You're voting on sentiment. You're voting on whether or not they're a nice guy, whether or not they're friends of yours, whether or not they, you know, you owe them a favor. You promised them. You promised me, just me and you. Are you kidding me, man? So, I mean, this will affect me for the next year and a half till we get dug in, because it'll affect our neighborhood. I mean, I can tell that some of the neighborhood's changing, and parking on a lawn, excessive traffic, dead-end street, all hours of night, dead-end traffic. And Doug knows all too well about suspicious activity. He knows all too well about gangs and especially drugs. When I mentioned this during the March local president's chapter meeting about what's going on in the neighborhood, he told his friend, he said, tell him what's going on, what happened in our neighborhood. It was the same identical story. And for months, the sheriff's department didn't want to do anything. And finally, they did, and they, voila, found out that there was drugs. You see that? All right, folks, drugs. All right, I'm not saying that's happening here, but I want to make sure. So I can't make sure unless we get this. Thanks a lot, Sheriff's Department, to investigate. So I appreciate you, Coweta County. No, I really don't, for voting who you did. You voted for the same old thing. You voted for the, and you know, every candidate probably is a nice person. Well, I don't vote on niceness. I don't vote because you're my good old palsy wowsies or you go to my church or you're a long-term friend of the family. I vote on what you stand for. Doug Jordan stood for all these wonderful things that you're reading right there, folks. Can you read it? Here, let me make it bigger for you. I got to do everything for you. Let me make it bigger, Coweta. All right? Protect older citizens from abuse, whether from physical or monetary deception or fraud. All right? He wanted to do that, have seminars all over the county, but you blew it. He wanted to get rid of the gangs and illegal drugs, but you blew it. He wanted to protect our young teenage drivers on our city and county roadways by stricter enforcement of our traffic laws, but you blew it. Coweta County, you dropped the ball. You did the same old thing you've been doing, which is a definition of insanity if you're expecting a change. All right? It's either that or you like the uptick in crime. You like the dangerous drivers, and you like the corruption in the sheriff's department. You must like that. Because apparently you do. You're voting for the same old things. Look, you want to protect grandma. You want to protect your older citizens, your ma, your dad. You blew it. You threw it all out, all the way for a year and a half. That's a long time, folks. A lot of stuff can happen between now and then. I shudder to think that maybe one of your beloved senior citizens gets, some of that from the stranger, physical abuse, or maybe it's taken to the cleaners, like a friend of ours was in her 70s. I think she was in her 70s. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you blew it. You dropped the ball, Coweta. Same old thing. Good old boy. Just a good old boy. Never meaning no harm. Well, guess what? Never meaning to do good for our... I'm getting bombarded with notifications. To do good for our county. I mean, we got the same old thing. Same old thing. Congratulations, Coweta County. You dropped the ball. Also, Doug wanted to teach you firearm training, free charge from certified law enforcement officers. But you dropped the ball. He'll have an open door policy. That's what he would have had. And he would have been patrolling. He's proactive, not reactive. Backed by Sheriff Arpaio. Where is that, Sheriff Arpaio? Can we get that? Oh, there's his work clothes. Always working. Even when he's not working, he's working. He had a meet and greet, too, June 1st. Did you bother to go? Nah, you didn't bother. You didn't bother. So, and he had lunch, too. Did any of the candidates do any of this or offer any of this? I didn't hear it. So, he's the only candidate backed by America's toughest sheriff, Sheriff Joe Arpaio. But you blew it. You would have had a cleaned up county. You would have had the safest county in Georgia on our way to, which would have been a great selling point for your home if you ever wanted to, had to move somewhere else. So, yeah, he was suspended without pay for visiting Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Imagine that. These freaking deep state runs deep, huh? They don't like that. They don't like a guy that wants to clean up the county. They want the corruption. And apparently Coweta County wants it too, because you voted for the guy that's not going to deliver what Doug Jordan told you he would. All right? So, yeah, I mean, I blame you. I do. I have to, because you did something, the same old thing, and vote for the same old. And you could have had this, and his list of accomplishments goes on and on. You dropped the ball, Coweta County. Now, you got a year and a half to get your act together. A lot can happen in a year and a half, and I hope something bad doesn't happen, but I mean, the crime's on the uptick, and so's the drugs. So I don't want to hear the excuse, well, we got more people, so we're going to have more crime. No, you get more officers on the road, get the officers that are on the job to actually do their job. Unbelievable, man. And if it does change, it's going because they heard my voice and heard maybe some other people's, and they said, maybe we should start ripping the page out of Doug Jordan's book, otherwise we might lose the 2020 election. That's the only way, things are going to change, because I hadn't seen it so far. Wait. Look, folks. Look. I want to show you something. Where they at? Where are they at? Where are they at, huh? I can tell you we had traffic galore, but where are they at? Where's the law enforcement that we asked for? No, Doug would have said he would have. I'm just gonna say he would clean his county up. and I would know that we were in safe hands. Now I feel like we're thrown out to the wolves again. Here we are again. Coweta County gonna vote because I know him and he was nice. What year are you guys in still? Same old blood. Same old thing. Well, you got a year and a half, folks. A year and a half to quit voting for people based on the friendship, based on yo, my favor, based on a promise, based on nothing else except you need to vote for based on substance. All right? What are they about? What are they standing for? All right? So there you go, folks. You could have cleaned up the drugs, but you said, nah, we like our drugs. You could have cleaned up the corruption, but you went, nah, we love our corruption in the sheriff's department. So, you know, you got kids and you got family and loved ones. You got your home to consider. I mean, the home invasions happen here too, all right? Maybe you're going to be at the Waffle House and a friggin' thug comes in there wanting to rob it. So, you got to think of that. And that wouldn't have happened on Doug Jordan's watch, because if they heard there was a new sheriff in town that takes no shit, they would think twice. So you must love all that stuff. It's unbelievable, man. Backed by Sheriff Joe Arpaio, Coweta County blew it, Sheriff Joe Arpaio. They said, no, we don't want you to get rid of corruption. We don't want you to get rid of, you know, the crime and the drugs. We like you. This is a sick world we're in. Ignorant, too. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Coweta County still voting for just a good old boy. He's not part of the good old boy clique either. He's a good guy, but he's not in some clique. All right, where you have to do favors for people. You're beholden to him. It's a bunch of crap, man. On top of it, he knows his family suffered tragedy. I believe his son died at the hands of drugs. None of the other candidates came close to relating to that. Could they? I didn't hear it. So you blew it. This is a very good... Damn is all I gotta say, man. I can't believe it, man. A year and a half we have to bide our time and pray and work to get hope and pray and work to get Doug Jordan in and wake you sheeple up. It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. I'm sick. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Coweta County, just old blood voting in old blood. Unbelievable. Same old thing. What year are y'all in? Unfreaking real, man. Unreal. You lost a good one for now. Doug Jordan. He would have made Coweta safe and kept it safe in the safest county in Georgia. But Coweta County said, nah, we don't want safe. We'll take our chances on the same old crap we've been doing for decades. And the guy might be nice, but listen, I didn't hear anything out of his mouth. I didn't hear anything out of his mouth that sounded like anything that Doug Jordan was going to do. No, I didn't. I mean, out of any of them. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about whether people are nice. Like you guys vote for niceness. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Nice Guy with the criminals, all right? No more Mr. Nice Guy with the drug pushers, all right? No more nice guy with the dangerous drivers. It's unbelievable, man. So there, you'll have another year and a half of Walmart needing a cop over there because people ain't scared. They ain't scared. Little boozies ain't scared to come through with pot and marijuana. Do you wanna? They ain't scared coming with unregistered guns because they know, if there's a chance if they don't get caught, because they'll be okay. I mean, boozy happen to get caught, wrong place, the wrong time. I mean, we do have a law enforcement. It's not in the shape of that it needs to be in, as if Doug Jordan was running the show. So more little boozies will still be emboldened to come through the county. They just won't do any traffic violations. That's all. But Doug Jordan would be the reputation for Coweta would be quite a bit different if he was elected, because sooner or later they'd get the memo that they best not even attempt to come through the county with drugs because there's a new sheriff in town. So I guess you like all that, Coweta. That's my take on it. I mean, what else is there? It's not the platform of a candidate, because I heard the best platform was Doug Jordan, and I've heard people tell me they're voting for. Well, I'm gonna vote for Wood because I promised him, or he's a nice guy. I'm gonna vote for him. Or I'm gonna vote for Randolph because I like the shiny poster. That's what it is. It's a shiny object, right? You've seen a lot of signs all around, and that's what you go for. All those other signs didn't have any slogan or any motto or anything of the kind. All right, like they didn't say this. They sure didn't. So they didn't have any words to keep Coweta safe or anything like that. All right, so there it is. Doug Jordan for Sheriff 2020. It is. All right, because you dropped the ball in 2019, Coweta County. Those of you who didn't vote for him. And which pretty much sells the county out, basically, because crime's going to continue and dangerous drivers will continue, and we still won't get people that ask for police presence in their neighborhood. Won't get it. So you pretty much sold it out. Now the drug pushers could come to your kids and offer drugs. Grandma might get scammed. Or your elderly person you care about might get scammed out of money, and that'll be all your fault because you didn't elect Doug Jordan. Congratulations, Coweta County. It's unbelievable. Until next time you receive the shock treatment. I'm shocked as it is over this. I can't believe we're still doing the same old crap in 2019. Better change your ways, Coweta. You could already kiss the county for a year and a half. Goodbye. It's going to continue on a slippery slope. All right? Don't seal the deal in 2020. Unbelievable. We need a Joe Arpaio, Doug Jordan rally. Maybe that'll be coming up. Something big. So stay tuned. We'll see. Until next time you receive the shock treatment. Unbelievable. More ways than one. Unbelievable.